What's up, everybody? We're doing a sight tape today for the driver. I've got the sight tape on there that I had for my other arrows. Got the Axcel driver. I've got an old sight tape on it. I've been shooting the Easton 5.0s with a 100 grain tip on them. I'm gonna go to a 125 grain tip. So instead of just going through the Axcel system, what I wanted to do today was set up Precision Cut Archery's sight tape. So I'm gonna try this. This is, never done this before. I downloaded the app. Now I'm just gonna follow it step by step. So I'm going to Precision Cut Archery. First things first, add your bow. So I'm gonna enter my bow in. It is the Xpedition XLite 32. Choose a sight. I'm using the Axcel driver. Peep height, okay. I need to go measure that. And just so you'll know, peep height is at full draw. Measure the vertical distance between the center of your arrow and the center of your peep sight. So I'm gonna go put it on the draw board and we'll get right back to it. So I'm using the Easton 5.0 match grades. 250 spine. They're right at 452 grains with the 100 grain arrow, so 477 grain total arrow weight. I got the Be Real custom grips on there and the Halo Knox. I got the hit inserts, and I'm using Podium Archer's titanium field points. This is 100 grain, but I'm gonna put a 125 in there when I get ready to sight this thing in. So basically, what it says is, put the arrow in, and knock the camera over. Get full draw. Oh yeah, full draw, okay. A lot of people talk about burning an inch, so while I got the camera right here and we can see, burning an inch means you start at the 1 inch mark right there on that line. This thing moves about a 1/16 and it's supposed to be outside, inside measurement. It gives you the same measurement. Don't trust it when you're doing something that's supposed to be this accurate. All right, and then the next thing it says to measure, that full draw, measure the horizontal distance between the center of your peep sight and what you aim with. If it's a pin, use your pin. If it's a dot, use the dot, etc. Okay, so what they're saying is, from the center of the peep to the pin. I went under my fibers, my pins. So I'm center peep, it's 29.25 exactly to the pin. And I didn't break anything. Woohoo! I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna enter this stuff in the phone real quick and see what the next step is. So peep height is 4, what'd I say, 4 and 3.25, not 4.25. 3.25 because I burned an inch. 3.25. And then the sight radius was at 29.25 and I burned an inch, so that's 28.25. Create bow. Bow successfully created. Add the arrow. Okay. Describe your arrow. Easton 5.0. Total arrow weight in grains. Let's go measure it. .480. So that's what we're going to enter in there. Total arrow weight in grains. 480. Create arrow. Not sighted, tap here. All right. Sight in. Okay. Density, altitude in feet. I don't know that. Density, altitude in feet is like two and other factors. You can use elevation above sea level to get close or use the weather meter for more precision. Hey Siri, what's my density altitude where I'm at? 451 feet above sea level. Cool. 451. Choose a sight-in method. Launch speed and 2 sight marks or downrange speed. We'll do downrange speed. Range 1, 20 yards. All right, let's go get set up for that. We're gonna take a break, be right back. And just so you know, it said downrange speed. I use that, I put in 20 yards. I'm gonna change that to 1 yard. If you hit the little information thing up here, it gives you information like, we've had excellent results using 20 and 65 with the lab radar and 1 and 60 with the Garmin. So it's the range from the shooter. So I'm gonna shoot 20 yards, or I'm gonna shoot at 20 yards, but I'm gonna set my Garmin up at 1 yard in front of the bow. So I'll go back and change that to 1 yard and give a speed. Okay, now we're gonna pause and get set up for shooting. I got 3 arrows. I got a bow. I've got the Garmin set up. I'm gonna set this up to the side, put my arrows on. It's just a little stool. All right, record the shot speed so I don't forget it. All right, here we go. First shot, 1 yard in front of me. I'm gonna take 3 shots just so I can get an average speed. Shot 1, 270.3. All right, one more, 269.7. Oh, I don't know if y'all heard that, but I slapped arrows. Should have thought about that. All right, hang the bow up. Let's go enter it in. Okay, I just shot my first shot, 20 yards. I should have been aiming at different spots, but I didn't. I aimed at the same spot on the target, so I hit arrows, so I hope I didn't ruin one. Anyway, so it was an average of 270 feet per second. So we'll enter that in. Range 2, I'm gonna do 60 yards, so I gotta go set up for that. I'll be right back. So I set it at 70 yards so I could put my Garmin at 60. And the goal here, I'm gonna shoot over the top of the Garmin, not shoot the Garmin, and see if I can get a range. And I will be right back. Let's see how I look. Oh, I look beautiful. Yeah, so I gotta come over about 2 feet and I might go down about a foot. So stand by, we'll be right back. Got a Garmin set up down there. Oh yeah, that looks perfect. See if I can get right over the top of it without hitting it. So I'm gonna set my top pin. It was pretty dialed at 60 before. So I'm gonna set it at like 60. What do you think 25 grains adds? What do you think that adds, like 3 yards? So I'll set it at 64 just to be safe. The things we do for love, right? Okay, so it's set at 64. I'm gonna go aim right at the Garmin, I guess. All right. Please don't hit my Garmin. Gotta take my glasses off, I can't see. I got a verifier in my peep housing, that's why. I hit foam. I'm gonna go check it. Stand by. Well, that worked like a champ. I had 247.3 down there, so I'm gonna shoot 2 more just so I can get an average. All right, 3 shots. Let's go check it out. Okay, so at 1 yard, I was 270 feet per second. At 60 yards, I was 247.4 average, 247.4. Make this setup active on creation. Create a sight in. Okay, it's created. All right, it's active. Range settings. Start range 20 yards. Okay, end range. Let's go to 120, submit. 1 yard increments. Okay, looks good. All right, let's figure out how to print. That'll be next. So it says, open the web application, sign in. Let's see, I don't even know my sign in. I'm not gonna record that. Don't look. Bunch of hacks trying to get my stuff. Okay, actions. Don't want to do that. Actions. Sight in help, edit sight in, nope. Sight tapes, that's what I want. Sight tapes. Select a setup, XLite, selected. Settings, 10. I want to go to starting range at 20 yards ending range at, let's go to 120, increment of 1 yard, left hand alignment. Everything looks good, color black, nano sands, okay, blah, blah, blah. All right. This is cool. I'm gonna mess with this for a while, but that's how you do it. Well, I guess once you go to print, I'm gonna do 3 standard tapes. I got paper size. Okay, y'all, that's one thing I wanted to show you. I got this on Amazon. See if you can see it. And it's the one, it matches what was suggested at the website. So I'll put a link down in Amazon below, because this was like $7 for a pack of 25 sheets. And I think the other one was like 20 bucks. So save you a few bucks. All right, so we'll get back to you. I'm gonna print some sight tapes. I printed it on a piece of regular paper to try it. And then I printed it on that label paper that I showed you. And I just grabbed one of the old sight tapes out of the old pack. So next thing to do is shoot my 20 in. I'll do that next, and then I'll come back to you guys and we'll give it a little recap. 70 yards, put the sight tape on, set the 20, put my 20 stop in. I just walked it back to 70. My first shot's at 70 with the new Precision Cut Archery sight tape. Shoot 3 down there and we'll go check out the group, see how I did. I pulled that one a little left. Sent that one a little. Trust the flow. That one looked good. All right, let's go check it out. So that was fun. Nice little project, little tinkering to do. Oh yeah, I'm all around it. Let's see what you think. $70 yards. It's not my best group, but that's not bad for where I'm at today. So we'll end it up right there. Thanks for watching. So yeah, next video I think I'm gonna work on is picking a bow for elk season and whitetail season. Well, probably just elk season. The one I'm gonna take that I have to be serious with. And what I think I'll do is pick a fresh bow each day, 3 days in a row, shoot a 300 round with the bow, then shoot a 3D course with it, and then I gotta assign some points to them. I'll probably do a speed test on all 3 of them, just so each thing has a point value, and we'll let it be totally objective. The subjective part is how I shoot, and I can't outshoot any of this equipment, so it's all great equipment. I'm gonna use the same arrow, the Easton Axis 5.0 with the 125 grain tip on the front for elk. 480 grains. This is probably the slowest bow, and it looks like I might have a little bit more adjustment in there. What do you think? I might crank it down a little bit and redo my sight tape, but just stuff to work on. Talk to y'all later. Peace out, Girl Scout.